That should be good. All right. So thank you for tuning into another remake edition of A Business Minute. I'm your host, Sir, and today I got a special guest. Miss Shal Dancer is back in the building today to do her video interview.
How y'all doing?
Before we get started, I want to explain why we're doing this interview. During our first interview, due to technical issues, we lost the video. The entire video was unusable for some reason. So I reached out to Miss Shal after the holidays, and she agreed to come back and kind of talk with us again. So if you want to hear our first interview, go to SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, all the good stuff. Y'all know where we at. And listen to the first one. This one will be more of a catch-up video because there's been some changes since we've last spoke.
Yeah. Well, not changes, like additions.
Right,
Some
additions.
more going on.
There's been some blessings that's
More
happened
going
since then. So let's hop right into it. So Miss Shal, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right. So the last time we spoke about the Mobile Jesters.
Yeah.
And so how's that going so far?
It's going great. The season's going good. The basketball team is number 2 in their division, so
Ooh.
That's exciting. And the ladies have been doing well. If y'all would like to see their videos, they're on my page, the Dance with Shal page or the Shal Dancer page on Instagram. Dance W Shal, and it's
Okay.
all together. I post the videos on there. Games are only $5, and I forget the address, but it's on DIP on Borkin Lane
Okay.
at the Lady of Lords Church. So if you want to come to a game, it's $5. I think it's $2 for kids. It's a good time. You know, you need something to do on a Saturday night, come out to the game. Next game is December 14th and December 21st. So
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, Miss Shal, like I said last time, we talked about a bunch of things. So this interview is not going to be our typical standard questions that we normally ask. We're just kind of shooting from the hip with a few new questions that we're touching on.
okay.
So, and some of these are a little bit more personal, intimate questions, just to get to know you more
Okay.
specifically, because we know about Dance with Shal, but we need to know Miss Shal herself. So, Miss Shal, just to start us off, what were you like as a child?
I was quiet and obedient, and I just didn't like trouble. Like, I was straight to the point. If my teacher said do this, I did it. I had friends, they was like, don't do it, and I was like, okay, you don't do it, but I'm still your friend, but you're gonna get in trouble. Like, I was just really obedient and a little headstrong too with being obedient, so it's kind of weird. I'm a Taurus, so
Oh, you're stubborn. Is what
I
you're
was
saying.
stubborn in being obedient. Nobody could talk me out of being
obedient.
Yes. So I guess that's good. I don't know.
So I guess you was a great kid then, because I was bad. Well, I wasn't bad. I was just
Nah,
active.
you already said it.
I probably was.
I was a good child because I didn't like the thought of disappointing my mom.
Aw.
I don't think I could disappoint my dad, and I didn't like getting in trouble at school.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing I didn't like schoolwork for real. So, but I still made good grades, but I just didn't like schoolwork. So I could have made better grades because I was the child that didn't do homework or projects, but still had a high CRB.
Wait. Skirt, you hold on. You didn't do homework?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I just didn't like it. But I listened to my teachers. Like, if they say do this, I was going to do it. But they sent me home with some homework. I was like, I already know that. It's boring. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. Luckily for me, I went from a regular school to O'Shea Road where we had homework, but our focus was performing arts. So
Gotcha.
it was more entertaining.
That's funny. You were just saying how you were obedient, but when it come to homework, it was like,
I wasn't doing it because nobody was telling me. My mama wasn't the parent that was like, do your homework.
Right.
So I wasn't being disobedient because she didn't say do your homework. If she would
Loophole.
have said do, I would have been like,
Right.
but I was that child that didn't, and it was a bad habit because I took it to high school too, but I still made good grades.
Oh man.
I remember I was in honors classes and I went to LaFleur, so I had Mr. Lovett for I think it was pre-algebra that year because he always give his speech to his students. You ain't gonna make no A in here. You ain't gonna make no A. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make an A because I'm like really good at math. And he was like, no, you're not. And as time went on, he was like, you don't even do homework. You don't even do homework. You ain't gonna make no A. I made an A. And I did not do no homework.
How does that work?
I made A's on all my tests.
Oh, waited. Gotcha.
My tests were all A's, and somehow I made it just balance out to an A because you don't have no projects.
Yeah.
If I would have had like projects in math, but you don't have projects in math, that probably would have made me have like a B or something. But I had an A. I always have an A. When I was at A&M, I had A. And that was my only A, math.
Oh, I was about to say, man, because math is definitely not my strong suit.
Yeah, that was
Never
my
was.
only A. I wasn't even trying. It's just, I'm not that good at math anymore.
I think we talked about that last time. I think you were more of an algebra person and hated geometry.
Yeah. I still did good. I still made like an A or a B, mostly a B, but I didn't get why I was making a B. I could do what somebody tells me to do, but I that don't mean I understand it.
Gotcha.
So like I could tutor somebody in algebra, but as soon as they want me to do geometry, I'm like, I don't even know.
Right.
I'm like, I know the answer is this, but I don't know why that's the answer. That's science for me too.
I love science.
I don't like it because it's like it doesn't remain. I'm a Taurus. We don't like change, even though I'm used to change, and science change, and I don't get that. I'm like, if it's this, then why ain't this for eternity? And science is like, cause things change, and I'm like, but it shouldn't.
Right. Okay. So were you like the name taker or the hall monitor like those first few years in school? I liked it, but I hated it.
I was none of that because I was so quiet. I wasn't raising my hand to be the hall monitor. I didn't like attention. I didn't want any attention. But oddly, I wanted to dance and be on the stage. When I got to Osha Road and we did that first performance at Murphy on the stage in the gym, I was like, this is amazing. But at the same time, I don't like attention. I don't like people being like, that's such and such. I'm like,
So you like performance, but just for the sake of performance, not
the rush that it gives me and that it feels good, but not for people to be like, look at that girl.
Right.
I'd rather them not. But
I get you.
It just comes with it. It's the same with what I do now. Like, I don't like attention. I don't like the attention that I get from men, from my posts and my videos. I don't like it.
Oh, I know they slide in
it
your
makes
DM.
me uncomfortable. And I'm not even talking about the weird, creepy stuff, because I have the weird, creepy stuff. I'm talking about the normal stuff that like, hey, beautiful, and you're awesome. I'm like, no, I just don't like attention.
So how would you like someone to, I guess, compliment your work?
By sharing it and say, go and take classes with her.
Okay. No, I get that. I get that.
Not by writing me. I appreciate it, though, because I know it's coming from a good place most of the time, but I don't like attention. And it was the same in high school, being a dance girl. I didn't like attention. But we got attention.
Right.
I liked the performance aspect, but I didn't like it was forums back then, and they would be like, should Linda Henry this? And they would talk about my best friend Lauren Gamble this. They're best friends. Shalinda's going to A&M, and Lauren's going to be a JSED, and da-da-da. And I'm like, how do you know this is so creepy? How do you know me? How do you know this is my best friend? They will find a picture of us off our, and it wasn't even now. People, that's expected now. This was in 2008 and 2009.
Oh, social media was just kind of
and people were doing that, and they knew our whole names. They knew that we were best friends. They found pictures of us. They knew our whole life story, and I'm just like, and the same happened in college too. Like, people were talking about me like they knew me. They was like, oh, she's gonna be captain and this and that, and she came from this school, and I was like, how do you know? Who is these people? And then they was, at that time, I go by Shal now, but at that time, only the band called me Shal and like some close friends. And they were like, Shal this. And I'm like, who is this? Literally, I never called myself Shal on social media back then. Like, how do they know to even call me this? They talking like they know me. It was just so weird to me. I don't know.
No, that is weird, especially getting introduced that way.
It was just weird.
People having a profile on you already.
Yeah. So I can only imagine if that was happening now, I would be even more creeped out because I would probably have like so many followers and stuff because that's how those dancers are now. They have like they're known as a public figure on social media because they have over 20,000 followers, 50,000. Some of them have like 70, 80,000 followers, and people just like invade their space and want to know everything about them, and that's just so weird to me.
No, it is should be like a barrier between.
There is no barrier.
No, I agree.
There's no barrier,
and
that's what kind of bothers me. Like, I love what I do. And fortunately, if you love what you do and you do it for long enough, a lot of people will get to know you. And sometimes that carries on by social media being here. That carries on to the world getting to know you because so many people are putting you out there. And that makes for people to be like nitpicking about you. And I want to know this, who's she dating, this and that, you know. She has a child. No, she don't. She'll never post it. Yes, she do. You know, I don't. It's cringy to me that people are so interested in somebody's life. It's like, why? Like, we have our own lives. Why not be interested in your life instead of mine? It's weird.
No, it makes sense because it's almost like they view Shal as like a public figure / entertainer.
I'm not saying that I'm viewed like that now. I don't know.
I would say so.
I don't see if people say that sometimes, and I'm like, I don't think so. If somebody like, yes, you are. People know who you are, and I'm like, don't nobody know who I am. When I go places, don't nobody know who I am. And people like, yes, they do. Like, cause I was walking with my friend, and he was like, those two girls just knew you. They looked, they pointed, and I'm like, no, they didn't. I didn't, cause
you don't pick it up.
I don't see anything. Like, I'm like tunnel vision. When I'm like shopping, people be like, you was being rude. I didn't see you. Like, I'm just trying to pick up my noodles. That's it. I didn't see you.
Shout out to them noodles.
The oodles and noodles, you know, the chili flavor,
hey.
the churn.
Hey, they don't know about them cups. They don't know.
Man, the hot and spicy chicken cup.
Oh, see, I can't do the hot and spicy one because I don't do spicy.
The hot and spicy chicken cup is so good.
It make my nose run. That's why I don't.
That's good. Get it out.
All right. Well, going back to school, I always say there's always usually a teacher that kind of challenges you, just like the math teacher did. Was there any other teacher that kind of challenged you to work your craft? Or do you have a favorite teacher?
All of my dance teachers, honestly, they all saw something in me that I didn't know or recognize. Even I have to even go back to Ocean Road, Miss Dunn. I don't know where Miss Dunn is today. I wish I could find her, but I don't know her first name. But she, I came in the second grade at Ocean Road, and she immediately put me up front and gave me like spots and dance stuff. And I was like, I didn't think nothing of it. I was 7, but other kids apparently thought something of it. Miss Goodrich at Dunbar, she saw something in me, and she put me in like the lead company, made me captain of it along with other people like Mallory. No, Mallory wasn't captain, but she might as well have been. But like Brianna, Danielle, all of them. Miss V from Dunbar, the ballet teacher, I took ballet 1 year, and Miss V was like, where did you dance? And I was like, here. She was like, no, where you dance outside of school? I was like, I've never danced outside of school. She's like, okay, you're on the company. And she trained me. She trained me really well. She saw something in me. I didn't think I was a good ballet dancer at all, and she did. Then after that, Miss Joanne Christopher from LaFleur. Miss Chris. I will always love Miss Chris.
Mm-hmm.
She taught us performing, like to step outside the box, going from dancing at Dunbar to dancing at LaFleur. She taught us to dance with soul. A lot of her choreography, and yes, she was a white lady, but a lot of her choreography was soulful, and it kind of complemented us young black kids dancing. It wasn't her trying to make us fit what she grew up doing. She was making something for us.
Okay.
So we did a lot of kind of like Negro spiritual stuff, and then we did just soulful things. It was never anything bland. It all had meaning behind it. And of course she had us do a lot of Alvin Ailey. And Miss Kirksey, I still talk to Miss Kirksey. That was my last teacher. And Mr. Maynardi. Mr. Maynardi is just like, oh, he was the best. Mr. Maynardi. He opened our eyes. Like, he taught us some things that we did not appreciate at the time. I'm sorry on all of the behalf of everybody you taught while you was at LaFleur, but he was amazing. He was amazing. He made me open my eyes too. He made me step outside of my box. I wouldn't be the dancer I am today if I never took under him. I can say that for sure. But yeah, those are some of the teachers. I was affected by a few teachers, but it's mainly my dance teachers.
Okay. When did you decide that dance was what you wanted to do as an adult?
When I was 10 years old, I said I was going to be a choreographer. And look at me now,
Hey,
a choreographer.
You did it.
I didn't expect to really do it, though.
Well,
But yeah, 10, the age of 10.
Well, I think at my age of 10, I wanted to be a scientist.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, but you kind of are, because did you say you do computer work?
I do.
So that's kind of science, right?
Yeah, it's a field. Yeah, I guess you're right.
To me, it's science. I don't get it. I don't understand how it works. I'm like, how do people put some chips things together and then internet? Like, how can you put these things together that I can talk to somebody that's thousands of miles away from me? I don't understand.
Right.
I'm glad that y'all understand, but I don't.
Well, I don't understand how, I guess, you could just create a routine that, for the life of me, escapes me.
Really?
Yeah. So
you see, that's just like,
we're looking at the same mirror, just from two different angles. So
I thought everybody looked at people dancing and be like, okay, anybody can do that. That's
how you do that? What made you put that to that? What made you turn that way? Like,
really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't think people thought about it like that.
I can't dance.
I know.
So.
I think about it like that when I see like choreography that just mind blow. I'm like, what made them think to do that? It'll be the simplest thing. It'll be something like with their finger, and I'm like, whoa, what made them do that right there? Like, what made that come about? But for me, I feel like my choreography kind of basic. I'm trying to get better with my choreography. So I feel like nobody looks at my choreography like, what made her do that? That's so dope. Like, what made her think of that? I feel like it's basic, and I kind of just repeat the same moves.
Well,
I try to do outside the box stuff.
I'll say this, for you to have the following that you have so far, and the support of people that you have, and the followers, excuse me, I think I have to disagree. I understand what you're saying, because you have tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You're very goal oriented, but there are plenty of people on the wayside of you just in awe of what you're doing, especially with the gestures, with the younger ladies. Like, when I follow your page, like, real talk, I make sure I go like, even share in some cases. So it don't seem creepy, to be sharing.
I don't think it's creepy.
I'm an overthinker, so that's why. But I think it's amazing. I really do, because like what you see is basic is something I couldn't do even if I tried. Like, even when I was at A&M, learning a new stroll for me was crazy. I had to practice that.
It's like, okay, y'all, bear with me.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, like, when we practiced our probate steps and everything, that took time for me. So where you might get it naturally, I had to practice. Like,
Yeah.
okay, focus.
And see, in my head, it's like somebody's like, "You made up that dance," and I'm like, "I made up that dance in like 2 seconds." Like, I literally make up. I don't, and I feel guilty about that. I don't
What do you
take.
mean?
Some people take. I've watched choreographers and like listen to them talk about their process. Some of them dream it and wake up and write down the moves. For the life of me, I cannot write down moves. I go back and read and be like, "What? What was I talking about? Chasse what? Chasse hip. I be like, I have to make up stuff on the spot, and it just flows. But other people like, okay, I took a month to make this dance up. I took 2 days to make this up, and I'm like, I only took 10 minutes to make that routine up.
That's crazy.
But I think that's not good because I feel like those other people put so much time and dedication into it. And although, yes, I hear a song, it flows out, I feel like maybe I should go back and tweak some things or change this. But it's like I hear a song, boom, 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 it's done. Like, at home, I don't spend a lot of time on choreography. I have a lot of choreography out right now. I got the Jesters, and then I have my little girls team choreography. And then, of course, I post videos here and there. And that's me making up choreography. But I don't sit at home and make up choreography. I don't. And I feel guilty about it because I know other people are at home like, okay, 1, 2, what I want to do right here. And I'm just like chilling at home. But then when I go, I listen to it. I'm like, y'all stretch and practice what I just did. And I listen to it. And I just like listen to the song about a few times. And I'm like, okay, come on, learn this. And I don't know. Like, I feel guilty that I do it that way sometimes.
Well, don't feel guilty. I think for some people, they're naturally attuned to do things like a little bit easier than others. So I think you just have more of a knack for it, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've been making up dances since I was 10. So they weren't necessarily good dances. I thought they was good dances for a 10-year-old though. You know, I was little. We was making up dances to Destiny's Child and 3LW and stuff.
Ooh,
you know,
took me
Sierra.
back there.
I was like,
wow.
I feel like it was pretty good for a 10-year-old, you know, but I just want my choreography to grow. I don't want anything to ever look the same. Which for the Jesters, I can say that so far the 2 dancers have not looked anything like each other, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But I theme stuff with them, so that makes nothing look the same.
Okay.
So we have a Michael Jackson sideline that don't look nothing like the Missy Elliott sideline, and that don't look nothing like the Port City second liners jukebox sideline, and so they all look
second
different.
liners.
Yeah, y'all need to let us perform with y'all because we have a dance to y'all song.
Plug.
Thank you.
I love that track. They just played it. I was at Lit Cigar Lounge Sunday with a friend of mine, and the DJs out of nowhere just started playing it. Everybody was jamming to it.
Port City.
That song go hard.
I love it so much. The first time I heard it, I was like, yes. I love Mardi Gras.
Yes.
I love band. So
that's
I'm
all
just
it is.
Band Mardi Gras.
And
that's what it
rapping.
gave me.
Right.
And then they put some rap over it. I was like, yep, I love this. But I'm like, I'm trying to get y'all.
Hey, plug.
Y'all seen it.
Plug.
If you did see it, go see it. I mean, I put some dedicated choreography to it now. Hey, Port City. You know?
Hey.
I love my city. I love Mardi Gras. You know, come on.
Shout out to Mobile Mardi Gras 2020.
Yes,
down.
I can't wait.
Man, I've been excited. So
I've been excited for 2020 Mardi Gras since 2019 Mardi Gras.
Come on with it.
And since 2018 Mardi Gras because I just love Mardi Gras.
Man.
It's my favorite time.
I need to get the calendar because I don't know when it exactly starts.
February 1st, I believe.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Me too.
I am ready. I'm trying to be in the Mamga Parade one year, probably next year. I would have loved for it to have been this year because it's 2020 and then 2020. But
I don't want to be in any parades, but my little girls want to march really bad, so I want to be at the parade happy.
Turning up. Gotcha.
Because I marched in the band all them years. I don't want to be in the parade.
Over it.
Yeah, I want to be at the parade. I want to be the drunk person yelling at the barricade. You better do it. You better. I see you. That's me. That's what I'm trying to. I ain't trying to march.
Right.
Oh, I ain't trying to be on the floor either.
I
want
would
to
love
catch
to
the
be
stuff
on the floor. I want to be
I
the
will.
one.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it one day. I think the Jesters are talking about getting a float.
Man.
I don't know what parade. I know they said something about Trinity Garden, but
now that one be jumping too.
I have never been to the Trinity Garden parade.
I went last year.
Don't take my black card.
I'm not. No, listen. Last year was my first time in like 10 years.
I've never been ever.
Jumping.
Hey, I heard.
Gotta come out. I was suspect of the area too. Not gonna lie. And last year someone did get shot.
Oh.
A lady shot a dude in the
Edit
neck.
that.
No lie, I kid you not. If you're listening to this interview, go look on the news. Last year, Trinity Gardens Mardi Gras parade, someone got shot in the neck.
In the neck.
Yeah.
Make sure you